Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 3. Last time, Frieren continued to train Fern as she tried to better her magic so she could show it to Hyder and show him that he didn't make a mistake in trying to save her life. Apparently, Fern was going to kill herself at first until Hyder told her that doing so would be a waste, and she felt nothing but gratitude to him for saving her life, and she wanted to repay him. Frieren helped her train and become stronger, and eventually she reached the point where she was no longer too weak to get in Frieren's way. That's what Hyder wanted. He wanted Fern to be strong enough to be able to stand alongside Frieren, and that's what happened. After Hyder eventually passed, Fern started accompanying Frieren. Then they found one of Himmel's statues, and Frieren wanted to put some flowers over there. The same flowers that grew in his hometown. Blue something, I forgot the exact name. It took them 6 whole months to find it though. Time was not too big an issue for Frieren, but Fern was starting to get upset by it because it's a long time for her, and for me too, if I'm being honest. But eventually they did manage to find the flower, and it actually looked very pretty on the statue. So now Frieren and Fern are going to be traveling together, and I'm not sure where they're going to be headed next, but let's find out now. So if you liked my reaction and want to see more, please press the like button down below, guys. The like button right over there, and share any thoughts you have on the episode in the comments down below. But no spoilers, guys. No spoilers allowed. And as always, please subscribe to my channel to watch more from me. And with all that said, let's get started with the episode. That. 27 years after the death of Himmel the hero in the trade city of Worm, located. Okay, didn't finish it. So now it's been at least 6 more months since then, because they spent 6 whole months trying to find the flower, and before that it had been 26 years.
There's food, water, other daily essentials. I'm a bit confused as to what that leaves for you to buy.
Frieren?
Herbs and things of the like.
Very funny.
Great. That's the face she makes when she's hiding something from me. I've known Mistress Frieren for a long time. Nothing good happens when she makes that face.
That's so far a long time means
What I got.
7
What do you use
years.
that for? A corrosive potion that only dissolves clothing.
What? Why would you need that?
There's value in traditional study.
Well, maybe that last one wasn't entirely unnecessary.
Okay. What are you doing, Frieren? Of course you're gonna tail her.
What meager funds we have.
You better be good at noticing when people are tailing you, Frieren. If you don't notice Fern is gonna look embarrassing on you.
She seemed so conflicted. Huh? What's that face? In all these years, I've never seen Mistress Frieren look so troubled before.
Fern! Shush. Shush. Cat. Careful, don't let Frieren know you're there. You can't let her know that you're there, Fern.
This must be the place. Does anyone know where I can get a good dessert around here?
She wants dessert.
You've stumbled upon the biggest sweet teeth in town, lucky lady.
The what?
We'll
Who?
find you a sugar fix near or far.
I was not expecting that.
I would have thought you a lot too rugged for sweets.
A bit of sugar fills us with the energy we need to adventure on.
I'm not even close to done shopping.
She'll be wondering what happened, Fern. You better hurry up.
I was thinking, it's been too long since we've had a treat. Choose whatever you would like.
You're absolutely sure we can afford this?
I've been saving up in secret.
Have you
So
now?
She is capable of saving. What will you order, Mistress Frieren?
Let's see. Today I feel like...
You feel like Merker pudding, right?
She knows you pretty well by this point, Fern.
Then we should put in more effort so you can get to know us better. My favorite food for starters is a roof omelet.
Mine is grapes. The sour, the better. And mine
Booze,
is...
correct? You make that clear, you corrupt.
Yeah, no surprise there.
I'm sorry, Fern. I realized I don't know the first thing about
Are those pancakes that she's eating?
you. Didn't know what sort of present you would like.
Oh, it's for her. Well, I guess I kind of guessed it.
Completely forgot it
Kinda
was her
figured it.
birthday.
Oh! Ooh, whoa.
It's a hair ornament, right? It's absolutely perfect. Thank you, I love it.
That explains the jewelry shop.
I am overjoyed that you're trying to get to know me. That is a gift in itself.
Simply trying means that much.
Maybe we should find you a spell for understanding people's feelings.
I don't think a spell like that can is there. And if it was, it would probably be super duper off.
Hey, Fern, are you ready to be off?
Sure.
Oh, you tried it on. How does it look on you? Nice. Yeah, it looks nice.
Whenever possible, I'd like to retrace the adventures I had with Himmel and the others. Before all signs of it fade.
Those adventures. It's very important to you, isn't it?
I don't know.
What do you mean you
That's what I
don't?
want to find out.
Okay. Well, at least you have a new friend to help you along the way.
You've finally grown taller than me.
Well, I am 16. I could be your big sister.
Is that right? Our diets are...
Come on, Frieren, come on now. Come on, no. 27 years after the death of Himmel the hero in Godric. I kept my laptop a bit farther away from me and the text was pretty small. So she's 16 now, then that means that she would have been 9 when they first met.
Your defensive training is coming along nicely.
Oh, nice.
Now, let's put your work to the test.
Oh! Whoa. It curved a lot.
If this were a real fight, you'd be dead. Right. How will you handle it this time?
Oh, 6 of them!
With no gaps.
Good. And this time?
Oh, it's a lot more. You're pushing her quite a bit, aren't you? You okay, Fern?
That is plenty for today.
We've been practicing nothing but defense for ages.
Yes, to improve your odds of survival.
I guess that makes sense. Being able to cast one defensive spell can protect you from most every offensive spell. It's eerie how powerful they are.
So, you haven't read the tome on magical history I gave you. You leave me no choice but to read it to you at bedtime every night.
I'll read it myself. I'm not a child anymore.
You sure? You sure, Fern?
Could one of you gentlemen help us?
It's an elf.
That hair. Do you happen to be the mage they call Frieren?
You know about her?
How did you know that?
You're here to see the place where Qual was sealed. I'll show you the way.
Okay.
The elder sage of corruption, Qual. About 80 years ago, Himmel the hero and his party sealed him away.
That's how they know about Frieren.
Until about 30 years ago, Himmel always went out of his way to pay our town an annual visit.
Oh, he did. That would have been about 3 years before he died. Oh gosh. Careful, Frieren. Actually, you should know what you're doing.
I was right to assume that it's unstable. I shall dispel the seal tomorrow, then take care of Qual.
Why didn't you and the others defeat him when you had the chance?
The story isn't as enthralling as you might guess.
Okay. Enlighten us.
I couldn't beat him. All the Demon
Oi.
King's forces were formidable, but Qual was an exceptional mage.
Oh.
He developed Zoltrak, the first piercing spell in the history of magic.
Oh.
It can pierce not only defensive spells, but the most durable of magic-resistant armors. It directly targets and destroys the body.
Oh gosh.
It is said that in this region, 40% of their adventurers and 70% of their mages were killed by Zoltronk.
Gosh.
And it was that strength that caused it to backfire on him.
Backfire?
It's painfully clear that you haven't read your history tome. You sure you
And-
read nightly bedtime stories?
I'll start reading now.
Don't. It's fine.
What do you mean don't?
Get a good night's sleep.
Oh, that guy's pretty big. I didn't think he'd be that big. Alright. So, what now?
Time no see, Frieren. How many years has it been now?
80.
80?
Time at all then.
Did you say 80 or 18? Because 80 doesn't add up. No, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I guess 80 makes more sense now that I think about it. Fern?
You blocked Zoltrak. That defensive spell of yours must be powerful.
Oh, nice.
That was ordinary offensive magic.
You just saw his life's work. Allow me to introduce you to Zoltrak, the great killing magic of legend.
And you just blocked it.
After you were sealed away, mages across the land studied and analyzed Zoltrak until they had a complete understanding of it. In just a few years, your work was incorporated into humankind's magic system,
Oh.
and new defensive spells with power like none before were developed in response. These advancements have made Zoltrak a death sentence no longer.
Ah.
Your great weapon is now ordinary.
So you taught Frieren how to block it because you knew you'd be coming over here. That's why you taught her how to use defensive spells.
Your defense attunes itself to my magic and then disperses its power. You have a complex spell indeed.
You already learned it.
You figured out the weakness of defensive magic. Fern, you know what to do, don't you? Then I'm going to ask that you protect me as well.
Oh, nice, Fern. Oh gosh. Oh, oh. You got one of them. Oh. I like the music in this a lot.
The elf can fly. How fun.
Zoltrak.
Oh, you also learned it. That was your plan. Whoa.
That spell.
She somehow learned it as well. Zoltrak. Now you're studying the tome. That's why she wanted you to study the tome.
You're the little delinquent who flipped up my skirt.
Huh?
Have you got a death wish, you brat?
Relax, Himmel. Why'd you do that anyway? Then again, he is a kid.
You saved them. They all seem so thankful.
Himmel is who they believed in.
Are you sure?
But it seems to me that the person Himmel believed in all this time was you.
I thought that would be the end. Yeah. That felt like a place to end the episode. Another nice episode. Show quite a bit of Frieren and Fern traveling together. Been 6 more months. Now the next episode will be the end of this 4-part premiere. I'm not sure if we'll meet the other boy in that episode or if it'll be a bit after that. Maybe it'll be the next episode. That was another pretty nice episode. One more episode left in this 4-part premiere will be all done. I'm not exactly sure what the next episode is going to be like, but they definitely felt the need to air the first 4 episodes in one go. So I finished the 3rd one, now there's still 1 more left. So this was basically just Frieren and Fern continuing on their adventures. So it's now been 27 years since Himmel died. That's 7 years since Frieren and Fern first met. So if Fern is 16 now, then that would mean that she was 9 when she and Frieren first met. So she can tell when Frieren is trying to keep something from her. So first she went to the jeweler store to find the hair ornament for Fern, and then she asked about dessert places because she wanted to take Fern there for her birthday, a place to eat with Fern and a place to give her a present. That's what it was about. There were no skulls, no strange corrosive potions, no history tomes, just her trying to give her companion a good birthday and a good birthday present. The hair ornament looked good. So then they went to find this creature that they struggled with 80 years ago. At first I thought the number was wrong because I thought 18 was more accurate number. But then I factored in the amount of time that Himmel stayed alive after they finished their adventure, and thus I realized, yeah, it was 80 years. Frieren has barely changed at all in that time, and Fern has already grown taller than her. And also in a place that made her jealous. Oh well, I'm not going to talk about that. So, yeah, so I think Frieren wanted her to learn about that because she wanted her to learn about how powerful that Zoltark spell was and how they eventually learned to combat it after he was sealed away. So did he seal himself away with his own spell, or how exactly did that work? Because there was a time when Frieren and his party could not do anything against that spell, and no amount of magic resistance could stop him. But they since learned a spell that could protect against it, and that's a spell that Frieren taught Fern. The whole thing about teaching her defensive spells was to just prepare for this. She was getting Fern combat ready because she knew this fight would be awaiting them. Speaking of the fight, both the animation and the music were very well done over there. I love the music during the parts where Fern was blocking his beams. That was very good. And then Frieren also learned how to use Zoltark and gave him a taste of his own medicine. That's how much people can learn in 80 years. They analyze, they learn how to use it to their advantage, and they learn how to counter it if they ever have to face it again. And this guy being stuck there for 18 years was left in the dust, and before he knew it, his spell had become obsolete, and Frieren was able to blast him away with it. So yeah, those are some nice adventures that Frieren and Fern have been having, and they got to meet a few figures from their past. So Frieren also said that she wants to also retrace the steps that she took when she was following Himmel. So I'm guessing next episode is going to show a bit more of that. So I guess we'll see how that turns out then. I'm quite liking the way they're doing the story so far. It's not too complicated, it's pretty simple, but they're doing it very, very well. And I like what we're seeing right now. Alright then, let's see how the next episode turns out. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode of Frieren, and I'll see you next time for more. Bye everyone.